Welcome to RBC Spotlight. My name is Anastasia Busis. Day 4 of the Olympics, finito. And what a day it was for Team Canada. 4 medals, including a gold like 30 seconds ago. Maude Chiron in weightlifting. I Googled it really quickly. She basically lifted a panda in the clean and jerk over her head. Unbelievable. Alongside 2 bronze medals. Big shout out Catherine Beauchemin-Pinard in judo. And the women's softball team, 2008 was the last time softball was in the Olympics. There were 4 players that played in 2008 Beijing. I'm not good at math, but that was 13 years ago, that played today. Beijing, they came fourth. It was a heartbreaking loss, lost the bronze. And now they're wearing Olympic medals around their necks. So what a redemption story. Team Canada is celebrating. We want to know how you are celebrating. Again, this is an interactive show, so hit us up. Also, big shout out, silver medal goes to Kylie Moss in the pool party. The Canadian women are on fire, absolute fire. But I don't want to bury the headline too much. Simone Biles, of course, injured. We don't necessarily know what that means for Team USA. We're going to try and catch up with Kyle Shewfelt again, probably tomorrow. But I'm just going to throw to a clip. We caught up with him right before this news broke to discuss RBC Olympian Ellie Black and the Canadian chances in gymnastics. I'm here with Olympic champion Kyle Shewfelt. Kyle, there are so many updates in gymnastics. So let's just start there. Give me a quick little update, my friend.
All right. So today is the day of the women's team final. And unfortunately, Canada was 10th in the qualification. So they didn't move forward to this team final. But the best part is that the Canadian women are moving forward to the all-around final. We have Brooklyn Moores and Ellie Black qualified for that. And then we've got Shallon Olsen making her second Olympic vault final. And Ellie Black has made her very first apparatus final. The balance being where she has a great shot at making it onto the podium.
So, I mean, take me there. Let's talk about Ellie Black and her shot at finding herself on the podium.
Well, she's just been slowly climbing up the ranks, slowly climbing up that ladder. You know, London 2012 was her first Olympic Games, and she's just been building since then. She has really made a name for herself in the international gymnastics community as someone who can be in the mix. I think in the all-around, she was 5th in Rio, and she had some struggles in the qualification, and she'll definitely be looking to improve upon those. And I think that she can be within that top 6 group, most definitely. But when it comes to balance beam, this is the big one for Ellie. This is the place where she has the best chance to actually make it onto that podium. And the reason is because she's upgraded her balance beam routine over the past year. She's been doing a more simple routine, a consistent routine, so that that team could get the qualification to the Olympic Games. But she's upgraded the difficulty. She's added 9/10 of a point if everything goes right. And so she's got one of the higher levels of difficulty in the final. And I think if she can hit it and make all of her connections, then Ellie Black could be Canada's first ever female artistic gymnast on the podium.
This is called Rapid Fire Tuesday, so I'm going to say goodbye real quick. I appreciate your time, but I know Brenda Irving is sitting right next to you. Can you just tip your camera? I want to see Brenda. Brenda, make a cameo on the RBC Spotlight space. Yeah. Oh, the legend.
We're separated by a plexiglass, but we are having fun. Hey, Brenda.
Thank you so much for your time, my friend. And again, say hi to Brenda Irving for me. We are moving on. Appreciate you. Rapid Fire Tuesday. How's that for alliteration? We might need some help with naming our episodes. We just chatted with Kyle Shewfelt, of course. Simone Biles injured and out of the competition thus far. So we'll try and get you updates. Again, a lot of updates. Rapid Fire Tuesday. I want to throw to our eyes and ears on the pool deck. Again, pool party. So many medals coming out of our Canadian women's team. Summer Mortimer, 2-time Paralympic champion. Welcome to RBC Spotlight space.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Okay, first and foremost, how many people are confusing you with Summer McIntosh, 14-year-old phenom?
Oh, so many people, and I feel terrible because she is making her own waves. She is absolutely incredible. She's a little Energizer bunny. I'm so excited to watch her swim. She's just absolutely killing it. Came fourth in the 400 free, just missed that podium. But whoa, no.
Whoa, it's a live show.
I'm so sorry. That's what happens when you're in quarantine in your hotel. She's doing so great, and she really is. She's just keeping a level head and being so young at her first games. I'm sure come Paris 2024, we're going to see some incredible things from her.
Incredible. Absolutely. Let's go to Kylie Moss, silver in the 100-meter backstroke. Just how wonderful was this race?
It was such a crazy race. Now, she's been racing this for 7 years now. She's a 2-time world champion, 2-time Commonwealth game champion, Pan Am game champion, you name it. She's done it in this event. And she knew that the last 10 meters of this race were so crucial. Ever since she won in 2017 at the World Championships, the race itself, all the women in the world have stepped up to the plate, and you saw Australia win gold today. It was just by a hair. It came down to the final touch, but she's such a class act. She's always so positive and calm and grateful, and she really sets the tone for the Canadian swim team.
All eyes on RBC Olympian Penny Alexiak. I mean, of course. She just qualified for the 200-meter free. What are her chances?
So she qualified for the 200 free. She's looking great. She's right around her personal best, and she is a competitor. She loves the race. She gets out in front, and she brings it home hard every time. She's seeded 6th in the final. She didn't speak to me after the prelim race, but after the semi, she's saying that she's just having fun with it. She's pretty happy overall. I mean, how can you not be after winning a silver medal in the 4x100 meter freestyle relay? Better than Rio, where they won a bronze. It kickstarted a medal winning streak, and we're seeing that again with the Canadian women in the pool.
I mean, we're calling it a pool party in the studio, but just quickly, what is the atmosphere in the pool?
The atmosphere is pretty energetic, surprisingly. With the lack of people in the stands, there is tons of support from the people who are there. The athletes are focused. Everyone, I think, is just so happy to be competing finally in Tokyo with this pandemic. Everyone's really focused on just doing the best they can, showing all the hard work that they've put into action, and they're grateful regardless of the results.
Thank you so much, Summer. It is Rapid Fire Tuesday. Again, we need help with naming our episodes, so I'm going to say goodbye. I hope you didn't break your phone. Is it all okay?
Hey, my arm is tired, but I'm glad that we got to do this.
Thank you so much, my friend. Producer Soph, can we bring in Claire Hanna? Is Claire Hanna in the waiting room?
Hey, what's up, Anastasia?
Hey, so nice to see you. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing over in Tokyo?
I'm great. I'm finally over jet lag. I don't know if I look, can you tell my bags?
Yo, you look so fresh. You look like just fantastic.
Thank you. It's not because of me. It's because of my lighting director, Roberto, but I appreciate that. Let me go to the beach. Okay. Melissa Humana-Paredes, RBC Olympian, and her partner, Sarah Pavin, just lighting it up. But can you expand on that more? Just how good is this team?
Well, they're the #1 ranked team, so they've got high expectations. They've got some pressure behind them, but so far they've been delivering really well. Their first game was against a really young Dutch team. Both of these pairs making their Olympic debut, and so I think there were some nerves for both teams. They got out to maybe like a 5-2. They were down early in the set, but then they came back. They won it in 2, and they looked really solid throughout the whole match, Anastasia. And I was interested to see how they would do in their second game. That was against Germany. Germany was just a bit more of a stronger team, more seasoned, but they put them away really quickly. And so I think that was the match where I'm like, okay, Sarah and Melissa, they came to play. They are here. And I think if they keep putting performances like that together, we are going to see them on the podium.
Yeah, they're big game players. But I love it. I mean, you were a national team a member, of course, in volleyball. They did start a little slow in that first match. How important is it? And I guess just how special is it that they regrouped so quickly and then were so dominant after having a slow start?
Yeah, and it's so funny you say that, because I think one of the reporters asked them about that, and Sarah was like, Oh, well, I will tell you about slow starts. Like a slow start is losing the first set. It's not being down 5-2. But for the viewer at home, I agree. You know, you see them down by 3, you're like, what's happening? But
Oh,
I
yeah.
think they even admit it. They're like, we're just finding our feet. We're finding our groove. It's a completely different stadium and atmosphere. But I do think no matter what position they're at in the game, whether it's down 20-17, whether it's down 3-0, they're going to find a way. They've got a great partnership. Sarah, you see the look in her eye. It's like she comes to play and it's business. Whereas Melissa, her nickname is the Smiling Assassin. So I've kind of called them a combination of sweet and spicy, but that plays off of one another so well.
I mean, okay, so let's expand on that though. Sweet and spicy, I love it because everyone always talks about their partnership. It's so magical. Break
Yeah.
that down really quickly for me, please.
Okay, so you mentioned that I played volleyball. I played indoor with Sarah, and she's just fierce on the court. She doesn't smile a lot, but you can't take that the wrong way because she really just comes and it's like it's a job for her. You know, she's like, I got to block, I got to serve, and I got to make sure we get the point. And when she teamed up with Melissa, I actually remember talking to her about this. She was like, you remember what I was like in indoor? She's like, I'm really intense. I'm like, yeah, I know. She's like, Melissa helps me see some of the joy in the game. Melissa's just like always running around, huge smile on her face, no matter if they're down, if they're up. And she's like, she said that Melissa just makes her appreciate the joy in the game. And I thought that was so sweet because, Sarah can just look so stone cold sometimes, but she's like, it's not like that on the inside, but Melissa helps me feel the joy.
That's so funny because you meet Sarah Pavin in real life and she's just like the nicest, warmest human, but she does have a game face.
Yeah.
Amazing insights. I appreciate you, Claire, so much. You're doing a bang up job. And thank you so much again for being on RBC Spotlight. This is Rapid Fire Tuesday, so I got to say goodbye. Or so
okay, thanks for having me. And if you want to name this episode, maybe Life's a Beach.
Life's a Beach Tuesday. Okay, I love it. I love it. Thanks so much, Claire. Cheers. See you soon, my friend. Again, Life's a Beach Tuesday. Soph, let's throw up our clip of Olympic bronze medalist and RBC Olympian Allison Beveridge. We quickly caught up with her. Because of the COVID-19 pandemic, Team Canada has to come into Japan in waves and they have to leave in waves. So actually, our track cyclist just arrived in Japan, and Ali admittedly was a little bit jet lagged. Let's throw the clip. Joining me now is bronze medalist from Rio 2016, RBC Olympian Allison Beveridge.
Hey, how are you?
Ali, how are you doing, my friend?
Good. Yeah, trying to survive jet lag at the moment, but other than that, doing pretty well and happy to be here.
So you are not in Tokyo. Where are you?
We're in Izu, kind of 3-hour bus ride from Tokyo, as we found out when we landed. Well, we knew coming in, but yeah, it's a bit of a ways outside. So we're in a satellite village, kind of up an old golf resort, I believe, and then have about a 10K ride to the track, and yeah, kind of in our own little bubble out here.
I gotta ask, is that one of the cardboard beds next to you? How comfortable are they?
They're not so bad actually. They're like, I think the cardboard does okay. The mattress is a bit firm, but I'm sleeping pretty well, so I can't complain. And yeah, they seem to hold all the weight necessary. So yeah.
They seem to hold all the weight. How's the team doing? What's the vibe right now?
It's good. Yeah, we survived the travel here. It was a really long kind of travel with everything included and all the measures. But we showed up, a mountain bike actually shares a village with us. So we kind of came in and we saw the men race yesterday and the women race today. So that's been a pretty fun distraction. And yeah, people are settling in and we have our first track session tomorrow. So that will be good to kind of get going and see the actual velodrome and kind of, hit the boards.
This is your second Olympic Games. How has this experience been different from Rio?
It is very different from Rio. Of course, all the measures in place are necessary, but yeah, they just really do kind of change the dynamic and be in a satellite village. It feels kind of more like a world championships in some way, but the Japanese people have been lovely. Everyone we've encountered have been super excited, and yeah, they do seem quite happy to kind of have us here and have the games go ahead. So that's been really nice and really fun to be a part of. So it is nice to see kind of the support from back home and the Japanese. Yeah, it seems to be going pretty well so far.
You say support from back home. Producer Soph, my producer, creeped your Instagram, and you've got a lot of pictures of your little nephew, Ethan. And we just wanted to surprise you with a little bit of a video.
Good luck to Abby.
He's too cute. I don't know if I'm biased, but I just think he's the cutest little thing. But yeah, that's so sweet. And
if Ethan is watching, sorry.
Oh, I know he's enjoying a nice vacation in Canmore at the moment, so I'm glad he took the time to do that because I think it's been pretty exciting for him out there.
I love Canmore. If you could say anything to him right now, he might be watching. What would you like to say?
Auntie Ellie misses you and hopes you're having a great time. And I'll ride my bike fast, like you tell me to do all the time when I'm in the trainer riding in your basement. So yeah, I'll do my best for you.
Ride your bike fast. That's a great motto. Allie, thank you so much for joining us. I know you're competing in just a few days, so means the world. Best of luck, and Canadians will be cheering you on. Thanks so much for joining RBC Spotlight Space.
Thank you so much for having me.
Rapid Fire Tuesday, Life's a Beach Tuesday. Producer Soph, it's time for everyone's favorite segment of this show, Soph's Notes. Come on.
Hello, how are we doing tonight on this I guess in the morning in Canada on this Rapid Fire Tuesday?
How am I doing? What's the ticker at? I'm trying to be as efficient as possible.
So here's the story of today. We were prepping for the show today, and I was thinking about what I was going to add to my Soph's notes for the night. And I thought, how funny would it be if we had a jingle? And so we were laughing about it. It was totally a joke at first. But then our camera operator, the one who actually has the camera on you right now, Keith Whalen, he actually wrote us a jingle and sang it for us. We couldn't pass up this opportunity. So without further ado, here is the world premiere of Soph's Notes, the jingle.
Rolling.
From the pool to the post, get it all on Sophie's Notes.
It's priceless. It's totally priceless. What do you think? Those are some pretty high kicks, eh?
Like, this is my dream job. This is what we're filling our days with. We're watching sports and singing silly songs. And
do we have the best job or what? Do we have the best job?
We did a great job. Honestly, if we were not in a pandemic, I wish we could go sing karaoke in Japan, but maybe next time. But Keith's got a great voice.
Anyways, my Soph's Notes for the night is just one remarkable story. It's the story of Mohammed and Ala Maso, their brothers, who fled war-torn Syria in 2015. And now almost 6 years later, they're both here in Tokyo at the Olympics, representing two different countries. So anyways, let's just let the video speak for itself. Once again, edited by the incredible Steve Semis.
We tried to leave during the war 5 years, but it was going only worse and worse. It took us 12 days, first with the boat from Turkey to Greece, and then walking, sometimes with the train, sometimes with the car. Sometimes you have to sleep on the ground, in the wheel, and you don't have anything, any equipment. Sometimes no food. We stayed 3 nights awake. We didn't have a place to sleep, and we arrived in Netherlands. I took on my bag my sports stuff, only my running stuff, and once I arrived, I went to run next day. saw him at the opening ceremony. He's representing the refugee Olympic team. I'm really happy for him. Doesn't matter, he's Syrian at the end. I want to inspire all the Syrian people and the refugees people, because I'm still also Syrian and refugees. And my brother is also inspiring other refugees on the world. As a kid, I was watching the Olympics when I was in Syria and Aleppo, and now I'm competing at it. I was crying at the finish line. I just cannot believe it.
Right? Like, what do you
It
say?
doesn't get better. Yeah,
It
doesn't
doesn't.
get better than that.
What a reunion. What a story. Anyway, that's my Soph's notes for the night.
Thank you.
Arigato.
Arigato gozaimasu. What an amazing story, and what an amazing day for Team Canada. Sport, man, we're rolling now. The Olympics, day 5 is in our horizon. I'm about to go to bed. I hope everyone back home has a fantastic day. We do this live in the mornings. This is what you should be looking out for. Gabby Smith, RBC Training Ground grad. She's competing in rowing double sculls, the finals, hoping to do big things there. And Haley Daniels in canoe kayak, starting to compete in the heats. 2 names to look out for. Also, Michael Taylor, kayak heats, and Penny Alexiak, of course, set to do big things in the 200-meter freestyle. Sports on the water. That's almost a jingle. Sports on the water. I'll have to have Keith write that song too. Until tomorrow, stay safe and appreciate you guys watching. Cheers.